Hey guys, back with an Echoing Thoughts podcast here, episode number 7070. And it is Wednesday, June 5th. And we're going to try something a little bit different. Test out this Mac client. It's been a week of it being out. Haven't really bossed too much successfully. There was a bit of a lag on my last Lucid run where I tried to record while also having Discord up. And it also was the same day where there was that login issue and lag and things like that. So I'm going to chalk it up to maybe a combination of all those things. But it's still to be determined on my thoughts on what to do. Right. And I still have some technical difficulties with my situation as far as how I'm going to use the mic. You see clearly I have this mic here. Might have to get like I don't know. It's not the greatest. I'm going to show you kind of what I've been working with. Like this little piece has all of the plugins for my laptop, my MacBook Pro, because the Pro is slim and doesn't have all of those ports. And so that is sort of causing issues where my mic, like when it plugs into this, it doesn't show up. So I'm sort of in this weird spot where in order to do podcasts, to do all of this, I cannot use my mouse, which plugs into here, my keyboard, my monitor that plugs into here with good audio. So chose audio this time, and maybe next week I'll have some better equipment to figure out the situation, or I can figure out how for my MacBook to, I guess, see this microphone, because once I plug it into my laptop, like here, it works just fine. So I don't know, it's just not reading it. I still got to do a little bit of maybe some research, but while doing this podcast, I want to show kind of a day in the life of what I do, if you guys even care, but just to see what I do as far as dailies. And so the first thing that I try to do is get rid of these red dots as much as possible. So unable to do that. So I usually try to do guild. I usually try to get this reward, which I already did, guild honor battle. And then I try to do the activities. We donate to the cause. And then I donate. Crystals is overkill at this point, but it's kind of just a habit. Like if I don't use my crystals, then I'm just going to use it randomly for wasted stuff. So I figured just use it. It's going to go to guaranteed gains. But definitely you guys should not be doing that, but at least do the one mil thing. At least do the 1 mil donations. And then if your guys' accountant is leveled up a bit, you guys will get quite a bit. So I get about 6,000. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see actually if I have an individual skill ready. Nope, not yet. And so the main thing for dailies is, this is my setup. This is obviously, you can do it however you want, but this sort of prioritizes guild, arcane power. These are the dailies that I do, and all the bossing, commander, things like that. So I don't use Star Force, obviously, and I rarely do expedition. So the main dailies that I recommend you do are the ones for these tasks. You got to get all 6 of these. You just got to. These are huge EXP. This is 7 bill. A lot of EXP. So you got to get 6 out of 6. And on alts, I'll showcase kind of what I do for my alt as well. I do quite a bit of alt dailies for my CDD army and my elite dungeon army. So like here's my character list. I got quite a bit that are over 175. And so and they're all SF 160. So I do a ton of CDD alts, and got to do your dailies as well for the symbols, the free symbols. So I got 240 here, and then I do 235 and 230. I'm not going to show all of that for you guys. That's going to take too long, but free symbols, right? So I got The first two maxed. This one's at 19, 19, 18. So got to still do these last three. And then I do cooking. So let's see what cooking buffs I need. 3, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll just do another physical damage one. And these have gotten a lot better quality of life wise. Just doing able to do the all at once. Nice. Ooh, that was a close one. So you gotta do your cooking. If you're not bossing, doing endgame bossing or any bossing, and you don't have these buffs, like you're, I don't know, 20% physical damage, free. Just do your dailies. 20% boss attack, and the crit rate, huge. And then I'm gonna show you what I buy on the daily. So I go to Legends. These are free resources, and I always buy power elixirs. The reason why is because there's no expiration date on this. So I gotta buy 5. I buy VIP teleport rocks because why not? All cures 7 days, don't need it. And I buy fevers just because I have so many Legends coins that I gotta use it on something. Now a lot of people use it. Obviously, Legends medal. Lucky Jewel is something that I've used to use before for 10% success rate. And then I always buy fevers. 5 per day for 200 RA coins. Gotta have it. That's huge. Huge for me. And then I buy all my buffs with RA coins. So you gotta do your RA daily, every day. That's free resources. I'll kind of share that as well. But yeah, and then we'll do Dimensions. Dimensions is the best EXP, I think, for alts as well. It gives a ton. Like that's how I got a lot of my alts up to 175 plus Dimensions. And I used to do the 4 out of 6. So I used to do Guild Attendance, Daily Dungeon, Elite Dungeon, and Dimensions on so many alts before when I was Hardcore Legion. Because again, they gave a lot of XP and this gives a lot of experience as well. And then, since I have a ton of gold leaves, I either like to buy fevers, because I'm for some reason low on fevers recently. And then sometimes Mulong tickets, because my EXP is pretty close to 300%. So either I buy like drop rate or I buy the salad for the 10%. And then if I need VIP rocks, I buy from there as well. So that is sort of what I buy on the daily. I know people sometimes buy Elite Dungeons, a great place to get rank up stones as well. I think these are, monthly. So I know some people that buy this growth rate thing. Let's see how much this gives. Might as well. 18. I'll buy one. Let's see how much that costs. For the content. I don't even know where it is. Oh dear. It's not there. Got a boss rush for my commander box. Take that. Come on. Trackpad. That's the thing. I don't even have... I can't even use my mouse for this. What a pain. And it's not even here. Where is it? Oh, I gotta use this. Time required. Okay, let's see. I'm at 61.19%. 0.02% clutch. And you'll see right here, the 4 out of 6, 61.21, 61.27. I mean, at this level, that's a ton, right? It may not seem like a lot, but it is. Right, and so I got here, achievement, oh yeah, level 250 box, events, I always got to make sure that this rest reward is claimed all the time. So yeah, this is pretty much what I do dailies, just auto battle, kind of whenever I have time. Usually try to bang it out in the morning, but then I got some questions that I wanted to answer while we kind of run this back and then when I eventually do bossing, but it has to do with newer players kind of reacclimate to the game, that have played before, but the game has obviously changed, that want to know what is sort of the best things to prioritize as far as gear and as far as, resources, right? And one of the questions I get is, how do I rank up stuff, right? I have people that don't even know what Absolab is, have never seen this chaos tier, right? They want to know if Necros are still the route, things like that. So I got some armors here. So the first thing you want to look at is just each item, right? There's two places you want to look. Let's see. Okay. There's two places you want to look. So was a lot of places, but you want to look if it's tradable. So the things you got to know is just look at your item. So I'm going to just run this in the back. You want to look at your item here, and you want to see if it's tradable, available for trade, right? Level 30, what level is it? Mastercraft, Exalt, Failure, things like that. That's all important. So one thing you got to know is there is two ways to rank something up. So one way is using these stones. So you first have to have it max level. So Uniques is level 20, Legendary is level 25. So the way you can get into this is the Forge tab, or you can click on the items in the bag, right? So in order to rank something up from Unique, you need 10 of these stones. And then if you have, let's see, Legendary, you need 10 of these stones. And if you want to buy some of these, you can find it different ways, right? You can use it through gold leaves here, which is pretty pricey. Mulong doesn't have it. Legends definitely doesn't have it. Kerning Tower has it, but there's a cap on how much you can get, 2 per month. Root Abyss has it as well. There's a cap on how much you can get. I don't think any of these have it. Yeah, so, and then events, right? So if you want to rank something up, events will always have it. So these are always clutch. Use the events first, in my opinion, or events are probably best bang for your buck. So, for example, if you want to go into the Forge tab, you can rank up or you can fuse. So, rank up is using the stones. Fuse, you can do 2 at the same time. So, you just got to read this stuff, right? Acquire a piece of, this is the rank, this is the, if you do this, the first item you choose is what it's going to become. It's going to become a mythic cape. Mythic cape. Mythic shoulders, depending on what the first item is. 1 rank higher, uses the same as the base material. And it's going to lower Star Force from 15 right here to 14. So this gives a lot of instructions. You just got to know where to look, right? And then, so if you want to rank something up, it's going to go from mythic and it's going to go to this bloody cape from legendary to mythic. So let's see if I have enough. Sure. So, do I want to do that? Yeah, let's just fuse it. So fusing, right? Acquire a piece of item that's 1 rank higher. Let's see if I Star Force it. And this is all on the Forge tab, guys. So right here, Star Force 1 to 0. We're going to Star Force it. We're going to fuse it. And it becomes, lucky. So it's not always the same eclectic. But in this case, it was. But fusion is random. Rank up, you need the stones, and it gives you this exact one. So if I have an, if I have an emblem, this emblem piece, right? I cannot rank it up because I have to level it up first. I have to level it up to level 30. Yeah, sorry, level 25. And if I wanted to rank it up, it's going to keep an emblem. If I were to fuse it, it is going to lose the emblem 90% of the time. It's not guaranteed. So rank up, you keep the emblem, fuse, it's going to be gone. And then if you rank it up, it's going to lose the tradability. So you see this item right here? It does keep its tradability from unique to legendary. Oh, that's because I fused it. Sorry. But when I rank it up to mythic, even to legendary, I'm pretty sure anytime you rank something up, it's going to become untradeable. Huge. Maybe not huge to some, but it makes a difference, right? You can't trade it. If you fuse it, then it becomes tradable. So even if it was untradeable to start off with, like this, and I were to fuse them together with something else, it would become tradable again. So just keep that in mind. And then once you get it to mythic, you are going to want to, and I'll show you on an alt. Let's just do this quickly. So I have yeah, these are all Mastercraft. These are all bricked. Poop. But yeah, we will go on to an alt. So if any of these alts have some stones. So to get it from mythic to ancient, this might be new for some people. For most people, it may not be. But you need these stones. Ancient armor crystal, ancient weapon crystals. And you get them from daily dungeons. So Mondays, you get the armor right here. Every other days, you get armors. Do your dailies. So I do these on all of my alts that are, so I got an army. We call this a CDD army. Anything, all of these alts right here, 180, 180, 180, they are all CDD alts and Elite Dungeon, EDD alts, Elite Daily Dungeon alts. So the reason I got to 175 is because you get access to the legendary powders. You have to be 175 to get the legendary powders, and that is significantly better than the uniques, right? So that's the reason why. But if you want to craft, let's just see. I'll show you guys as an example. An armor. So I got this in alt, got 100 mil. That needs to go up higher. 100 mil is, they need to bring that more. But I'll show you an example of how to attempt to get an item to level ancient rank. So I need to buy what is called a Mastercraft fodder. So let's see what are the prices. Usually the cheapest are shoulders, belts, capes, shoes. Jeez. Okay, well, $279. Yep, $279. All right, buy this for the content. So then you have to go to the Forge tab again, right? There's a lot of stuff going on here. You have to go into Ancient because you're trying to craft an Ancient, and make sure you click the right one as the fodder. Everyone witness this. Fodder. Okay. Item used as material disappear. Okay. So Mastercraft fodder. Here it is. And then we're just going to grab some red missiles because I don't want to use real missiles. And then we are going to, so we're looking at Mastercraft here. 3 out of 3. So it's bricked. I don't have any more attempts on it. And so we got to use this Mastercraft scroll on this. Reduces it by 1. And now I can attempt to make it from mythic to ancient. And you'll see this in all my progression videos and stuff like that. That's what I do constantly. And oh my lord. Oh, I had a stone. So you have inherent route, which is 30% success, and it's going to be an ancient item. Inheritance, ancient item. Necro, 4%. 4%. Jesus. Of success. Because so the extra additional necro conversion craft chance is because it's an inherent. A lion heart. So 30% versus 4%. So 30% here, attempt to get to ancient. This is for you guys. Streamer luck. Let's go. So That's how you get to Ancient. And then you got to level it up again to make it Chaos, which is the next rank above. But that is how you get an Ancient item. Just like that. Simple. So you want to get it. So this is level 40. Remind you. This is level 40. This is the best thing you want to do. So I'm making a Chaos fodder here. But you want to get to level 40 before you get it to Ancient. So this one is level 30. I'm using it as a fodder. So I know it's kind of confusing, but take my word for it. You want this to be level 40 if it's your actual piece of armor, because you want it to, and you want to be using, to make it level 40, you want to use the same pieces. So what I did was I used this specific one, Lionheart Battle Mail. Doesn't have to be emblem or anything. And I fed it into my mythic. So for this one, this Must Spell Warrior, if I wanted to get level 40, and it's 0 out of 7, so I have 7 chances to get to level 40, I would use a Must Spell Warrior. One of these, not this one, that's too expensive, and it's a 50% chance. 50%. So that's how you get to Ancient. Yeah, if you have any questions, for sure, that is an example of how you do it. But yeah, do your dailies. All right, we're back. And I wanted to just go over quickly what to expect in June, right? And I wanted to just look at previous patches, and this is all public knowledge, the previous patches. So I highlighted a little bit of the things that came to my attention. And so we're going to first look back. First, this second May update that we just had with the Kanahe collab and things like that is unique. We've never had a second update in May. Previously, it was in June. So, well, at least in the last 2 years. But so last year, so we'll go back 2 years. Sorry. So here we are. We have May's update of 2022. And then June was the next update, 068. And what was that patch? That was, hello? Here you go. Sorry. Nothing crazy. Content, or guild content, Maple Burning, Elite Dungeon, Chaos Mode. Honestly, I'd be happy with some Elite Dungeons, some Mythic Powders maybe. This is out of date. This is very out of date, I think. Yeah, so yeah, I think they've updated that recently, but the point is how to add whoa. Oh, secondary weapons. Damn, this is throwback for sure. Wowzers. This was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, secondary weapons came out with emblems. That's wild. Guild estate changes. Ooh, 2 years since all this. Anyways, you can see this is a pretty underwhelming update, right? And then 2 years ago in July, there was Lotus and new 5th job skills, V skills. So this was V2. So yeah. So you'll see here that 2 years ago, this is July. 2 years ago, June was pretty underwhelming. Nothing crazy. July, 5th job, new boss, and V2. So we'll go to last year. And last year instead of May having 2 updates, June had 2 updates. So June had literally first week of June, which is why I thought that there was going to be a June update this week, right after the Kanahe collab, because the last 2 years, it's been first week of June. We've had an update. So unfortunately, we don't have that battle analysis. Soulmate, Dream Defender, some nice updates. Nothing crazy. Right? Battle analysis was huge, though. I really love that one. But then you can see here, end of June. So June had 2 updates last year. This is where 3rd job V3 came out. Max level. But this is all about V3. right? New map, new other things, but V3. So this is why I was talking about previously. Expect, you know, V3, V4 to come out in, let's look at this one. This is 2021. June. Yeah. So even in 2021, there was one June patch. Magnus. So two out of the past 3 years, new commander comes out. Magnus, Lotus. So that's why people are expecting Will to come out in soon. Will to come out soon. Usually during the summer, they have a new boss that comes out. And then 2021 V1 and character rebalancing and max damage. And so this was a big one, right? V skills came out, max damage cap came out, rebalance came out, a lot of different things. So yeah, all of these things. This was a huge patch. So this is why, and then again, a second update in July. So July always has anniversary. So I think so Angelic Buster came out. I think this one was Kinesis. So July always has 2 updates. Because anniversary is always at end of July. So yeah, Kinesis came out here. So what do you think new class is coming out? Kane maybe? And yeah, Kana came out. 5th job. Or sorry, 5th anniversary. Kana came out in end of July. So what are we expecting in this year? Right? So this year, we're expecting something similar, right? So Ho Young came out in May. So, and Lucid came out in March. So what I'm expecting, what I'm hoping and sort of expecting based on these past few years is that if we don't have an update next week, which it doesn't seem likely based on the history, the track record, it seems like we're going to get something here, end of June. That's what they seem to be doing the past few years, or at least last year. So we're going to have something this month, right? So it's either going to come next week or it's going to come end of the month, end of June, which it seems like probably end of June. And that is where we're going to get something similar here, where we're going to get V4. That'd be pretty sweet. So V4 is guaranteed to come out here, in my opinion. And the question is, are we going to get a rebalance as well, like we did in 2021 when the first V skills came out, when V1 came out? Or are we going to get that in July update? So there's 3 possibilities and 3 things that I think are going to happen. It's just when they're going to happen. So it's either going to be, so almost guarantee that end of July is going to have anniversary. So it's going to have a new character. That seems like what they always do. So I'm thinking Kane, maybe something else, maybe Hayato. That's been overdue because they did Kana last year. I thought Kana and Hayato are supposed to come out together. So there's a few options there, Kane or Hayato. And then end of June, V4, possible rebalance there, or they're going to hold off the rebalance until beginning of July for the July update, or they could switch those. We'll see. I'm excited. And then I'm hoping a few extra things they throw in there is something like Elite Dungeons, getting a new Elite Dungeon where we get Mythic powders. Possibly, I don't know if a new map's going to come out, but I'm hoping some sort of guild improvement as far as Culvert, maybe a Mulong a revamp as well. There are a few things that they can go. I think Elite Dungeons are due, Mulong is due, and Culvert is due for revamp or rebalance, because I think KMSM already had a change like that. But other than that, I mean, those three are bangers, right? So we're gonna get a lot of new content the next month easily, month and a half. And so, and this is also a time where the cash grabs are coming, right? We're getting Surprise Shop coming. Well, by the time you guys see this, Surprise Shop will be out probably. It's coming out tomorrow, June 6th, as well as just a lot of crystal packages. A lot of crystal packages. So they're going to be emphasizing gold pulls, golden apple. They're going to be doing all of those package deals with the last year they called it a sunshine event. Usually they call it a moon fragment event. Either way, it's going to have all that stuff where packages are going to bring that cash back type of shop where you can get a lot of unique things, damage skins, mounts, like mythic accessory scrolls, chaos exalt scrolls, things like that, SF22 scrolls, things like that. So they always have that. But yeah, what else do you think is going to come up? But that's pretty much guaranteed. These three next week and a half or 6 weeks are going to be awesome. We're going to have a lot of great stuff, kind of with a build up. I mean, we haven't had a rebalance all year, so we're definitely due for a big one. And it seems like it's going to come all at once, hit us all like a ton of bricks, and then at the same time just drop a new boss as well. And hopefully, maybe even obviously make it easier for people to do other content, the other end game content or lower content as well. So please let me know your thoughts, comments. I plan on doing some V4 stuff later on to prep, showcase. But if you haven't seen Moonbean's video, just search it. Moonbean V4 skill showcase. It's an epic video, and yeah, it's an awesome one to check out, and he does a great job over there. But yeah, that is what's coming soon. June, July, it's gonna come up quick. Can't believe it's already June 2024. Holy moly. But I'll be right back. We're gonna get into some Kinesis gameplay and check out what they're all about. All right, we're back. And we're just going to check out some Kinesis POV, and I'll put the link in the description below. But this is Kinesis Duke, the Kinesis in Geminis guild. And so he's pretty geared, right? He's got about 500 mil CP. I assume he's probably in the 30 mil cap range. And this video here is specifically Hard Damien and Lucid. And one of the things I look for in how good a class is what their burst like. So you can see kind of the first 20 seconds, he's up there, right? Probably got the Paladin #1, a little bit better than Geminis on the Blaze Wizard. And I remember Geminis telling me that Kinesis have been pretty strong recently, got a lot of lines since their last few rebalances, and it looks like tapering off a bit, but he's got pretty far range. I think it was attacking from pretty far, and I mean, it's not like he is lower ranked, but it's not like he was that far off from being podium. So now about 2 minutes in, I wish I could see them animations. You can see it slightly here. But it looks like it's got a pretty far range and can attack from, if he's attacking from there, that's extremely far, pretty insane. And I'm obviously no expert on Kinesis. I'm just looking at his skill wheel here, and he's got a lot of buttons. He uses blink. And one of the things that I did notice when I watched this for the first time was that, one, he doesn't have a teleport. His jump, his double jump, and his up jump, things like that are insane. They have extremely long range. But you can see him here, he's cycling between first and second page. He's got so many buttons to use. He's got a lot of presets here, a lot of buttons. And so, look, 3 minutes in, got up to third place, right? So that's solid, right? Very good. Over to 70 build DPM for the first 3 minutes. And it's only going to get stronger, it looks like, as he has all his cooldowns back up. So yeah, he's getting up there again in DPS. All of his skills are off cooldown. And yeah, he is flying. Absolutely flying there. Unfortunate dive there, but look how quickly and mobile she is on the up jumps. And they are tanky. And this is also without fair trade, it looks like. They have a shade, so I think that they're 100% critting anyways. It looks like all of his lines do crit. But yeah, he's at 4.5 minutes doing 300, third place, 330 bill. So getting stronger, getting better, widening that gap between fourth and fifth place. And doesn't, I mean, that's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. And I think if I were to have one knock on him, or not on him, but on the class in general, with all mages, right, is that they don't have much self survivability, self sustainability. He just has ethereal form. He doesn't even have Freud like some of the like Evans do. No teleport, which is very strange, right? So unique class. It doesn't have mana as well. Has its own sort of charge system. That's very unique. I'm not sure how complicated it is, but he's got quite a bit of buffs that are interesting. And yeah, it looks like right here. Nope, made it through. Yeah. And this is, I think, where add. I think this is where Kinesis start to fall behind. If there's any criticism, I guess, or struggle with the class, is that they, even with as much HP as he does have, it's challenging to stay alive on its own, right? Very heavily reliant. They don't got, I think they only have ethereal form. I don't think they have any iframes at all, even short ones. If there's a Kinesis main out there, I'd love to hear clarification on what they have survivability wise. But looking at his skill wheel and the skills that he has, it doesn't look like he was using anything to that could immune damage. He doesn't even have ethereal on the first page, right? So, but still, 7 minutes in, looks like he's doing about with that over 60 bill damage. 65 probably. Very nice. 70 bill up there. 70 bill damage. 430, 30 mil, mid 30 mils, low 30 mil cap is very, very good. Right, black altar right there. He's got an altar duty. No ethereal form for that one. Oh, there he used it right there. So yeah, ethereal form for the altar is clutch. And he's keeping up the damage. So I'm sorry if it's a girl, but I should assume it is. But yeah, third place, Kinesis. Geminis. Maybe just a bad run by you. Step it up. Just kidding. Yeah, this team is solid for a long time though. They've been one of the stronger classes there. Survived through Heaven's Door, but yeah, just tough. Tough with no heals there. They're gonna finish it off in a bit. So yeah, very good DPS there. And a primal. Take that. And then I want to see Lucid as well, because Lucid is more like, look at his damage here. I think this is with mobs, but huge damage. Again, the burst is looking pretty good. First minute, 160 bill. Not bad, not bad at all. There's Geminis showing up, showing out. Nice, nice. 200 bill, first 90 seconds. So yeah, it looks like, I mean, this is about 3 minutes in. Sorry, fast forward a bit. 3 minutes in, almost 100 bill. Not bad. Not bad at all. And so yeah, it looks like, I mean, I remember having Kinesis kind of in the bottom tier. That's why I kind of want to showcase them. They're obviously, even if they're bottom tier, I don't think it has to do with a lack of damage, in my opinion. I think it's just they don't have many options toolkit wise to survive, right? I think one of the nice things about them is they can the map clearing attacks. They got a long range. They can sort of play kite a little bit better than most classes. Nice job there, avoiding golem. But so it obviously requires a little bit more skill cap and less room for error as far as survivability and maximizing your damage. But it looks like, I mean, when you have a great player like him who's been playing the class for a long time with the gear, competitive, right? And they don't have clone lines, so all of these lines are capping. And Kinesis is obviously a great mobber as well because all of these attacks are full map, massive ranged attacks. And yeah, he's keeping up for sure. Look at all those attacks. I'd love to see it with a little bit more transparency on the graphics. Creeping up, creeping up. Second place. So 5 minutes in, a little over 80 bill DPM. Huge. That's actually really good. Holy moly. Yeah, I'm glad this guy posts content, end game content, doing Lucid, doing Hard Damien. And if there's any other class you want me to see, showcase, like I'm thinking about Kaisers, if I can find a good Kaiser, if I can find some of the lower tier classes, just to showcase them, right? See what it's all about. I would love to see like a marksman, or I know there's a bowmaster out there. The gameplay that I want to showcase. So, yeah, comment below any classes you want me to see, or any channels that you want me to specifically look at. I'd love to see it. I know there's a lot of channels that are like in um, Chinese or that don't have English titles and stuff that are kind of hard for me to search for. So if you guys have anyone in particular that you guys follow, I'm sure you guys follow people that are, you know, specific to your classes that you main. So definitely showcase them, share them, please. I'd love to see it. But yeah, it looks like Kinesis, I mean, for the most part, is competitive, right? Very like strong. If you can survive like he does, knows his class ins and outs, knows the rotation, I don't see why they can't be um, like him, right? Second place right here. Watch out. That's a weird. That dragon's a weird range. Like it wasn't even touching him, and it touched him. And ethereal form was coming right off a cooldown, so that was unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, he's doing 7.5 minutes, 600 bill. Right, so he's about 70, 80 bill DPM. They just had a little bit better RNG there as far as clears and stuff. Yeah, he's definitely clearing. Geminis pulled away here a bit. But yeah, huge. Looks like he's around 80 bill. He's going to end up around 80 bill. Beat Geminis. Take that. So you can see the burst is insane, right? He's cranking. Look at the damage he's doing. Better than Blaze Wizards. Nice. Pulled away at the end. Love to see it. Kinesis. Good showing. Great player, obviously. At the end game, the top tier. So thank you that I got to see this. I hope this helps you guys kind of see where Kinesis are at. Iran. I might have to showcase the Iran. What's going on? Love to see it. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around for this. It's a long one, but I'm excited. A few weeks coming out, hopefully. V4 is coming. Rebalances are coming. More content coming. More content, please. Need to see more content. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.